Mr. Paolo Pastore.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you.
How you doing? I'm Max. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for being with us today, Paolo.
Thanks to you for the opportunity of being interviewed.
It's my pleasure. So let's get into it. So Paolo, so I had a look at this project that you guys are working on.
Yeah.
It's blown me away, to be honest, in a big way. It's something I've never seen before, and it took me a while to get my head around it. So if we can begin with, just for our audience, for the benefit of our audience, the idea of tokenization of energy savings. Could you
Yeah,
explain that for us in possibly as simple terms as you can?
yeah, sure.
Thank
So
you.
the thing is, through Efforce, we try to fund energy efficiency project that, to say it like in a few words, it means that like we wanna things work as they already do, but using less energy. So there's not a sacrifice in terms of productions or something like that, or like there's no really changing behaviors behind. But like everything keeps working as it always did, and then but then like using less energy. And to do this, we try to leverage on our community that we're building, to get funds to actually send over to companies and stuff that are affiliated to our platform, and are going to be a lot of projects on our platform.
Yeah.
What we do is we tokenize the participation itself, because like the project did change a little bit. So I'm gonna say how it is now,
Yeah.
and how it's now over the documentation and stuff. So what we do is we tokenize the actual participation in the project funding, so that basically we create a kind of a liquid position, and we do this through NFTs. So like what our NFT represent is your contribution, and like if you if you decide to stake your NFT on a staking contract, you actually get rewarded by the returns the project actually, like the returns that the project actually has in real life, in the real world. So like because we are making these companies, or like whatever we're funding, we're making them save energy and like consequentially save money. And like a part of these savings get tokenized as well in rewards token that you can use, like they're on a smart contract on chain. They're baked by USDC, so that are instantly swappable. But like what you can do is like on a near future, you will be able to use them like to fund other projects, for example, or maybe you're gonna be able to use them to pay your bill. So you're actually offsetting your bills. There's a lot of stuff ongoing. Like right now, we're still building a lot.
Yeah.
So
That was
and
some
there
of
are
the
a lot of
mind-blowing stuff that I read, that you can save on your own bills, and you
yeah,
can
exactly.
get money back from the savings. It was quite mind-blowing, and I'm still trying to get
Yeah,
my
you
head
can
around it.
decide. Yeah, you can decide either to do it like as a way to invest, in a sense, and so
Yes.
that like if you're interested only in money, or you can do it like because you care about the environment, for example,
Yeah.
or whatever, or you want like to help the transition to less energy hungry world, or you can do it because like you wanna like maybe you want to offset your energy bills and stuff like that. And so that there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to build to help people
Yeah.
do those kind of things.
Certainly never done before on the blockchain, that's for sure. So you're introducing a brand new thing here, and I guess the overall thing, the major takeaway for me when I was reading it all, was the idea of scaling energy efficiency, and generally just doing a great thing for the world, which is spreading energy efficiency on a global scale, right? So how has
Yeah.
the blockchain kind of helped you achieve that?
Well, the blockchain helps us because it allows us to be very transparent, and like it helps to build a system that is open to anyone. Because like at this time, if you wanted to contribute to an energy efficiency project, you have to be like on a higher tier level investor
Mhm.
profile, so that you have actually to invest a lot of money and to be in contact with actual funds that do this kind of work. And
Mm.
there is no way that a private person like that wants in some way to participate to this kind of project can do it without the blockchain, because it would mean that you can do it with not many not much money, in a sense. So the
Yes.
blockchain helps us building the system, helps us building these tokens that make every contribution liquid, instantly liquid. Because like you can actually fund the project, then maybe you want to liquidate your position, then you're able to do it, because these projects are take a long time to actually being implemented, and then like to actually start making returns for people that actually invested. So
Yeah.
this is something new for the market as well, because like your invested money is not liquid. Like you just get returns, but then like if you want to go out, there's no one that is gonna actually buy in for you. While using NFTs, we actually use the marketplace that everyone is building for NFTs to make this kind of stuff liquid. And this is something that is very interesting, and we are like very curious to see if it makes sense for the market as well to have something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the NFTs, you designed the mechanism yourself, I was told. Is that right?
Yeah, I helped designing the mechanism as soon as I got into the company. Of course, like it was a collective effort. So
Yeah.
that's not just me, but we have a team behind, and like people that is actually working on this kind of stuff. And it's like, but like, yeah, the NFT idea it was introduced by me because I'm a kind of like a follower of the NFT world, so that
Yeah.
I started to think about what we can do that is actually more than like profile pictures or metaverse stuff
Yeah.
that is of course it's interesting, like it's something that it is opening the doors of this technology, of this application of the blockchain technology, but like I try to see what can we do that is actually like useful in the real world as well. And that's
Yes.
why it came to my mind that we could like actually integrate the NFTs to make these contributions better, in a sense. Because like before the NFTs, you will have to contribute with your stable coins, and that was all. Basically, you should have to wait. So tokenizing and actually commoditizing your contribution is something that it is possible just because of the introduction of the NFTs.
Yeah. I can definitely relate to that. It's the NFT world has pulled me in as well, and I'm so fascinated by the possibilities. And guys with guys and girls with huge imaginations like yourself just are able to come up with these incredible use cases for it, which I'm seeing a lot from this project as well. So yeah, we've talked about the utilities and the concept and things. How about the NFTs? So for the average viewer, say watching this interview,
Yeah.
how could they get their hands on one of the NFTs if they were really interested in this?
Yeah. So Efforce has a token. It's called WozX. This token is actually the key that you have to use to actually join our ecosystem.
Yeah.
So to actually be able to mint one of those NFTs, you should like buy some of these tokens from liquidity pools or whatever you want. We have some exchanges um, are selling those tokens for us, like there's market. And there is like if you go on our application, you see there is a minimum required amount to stake in order to be able to mint. So that will
Right.
give you the right to mint the NFT. And then we have no like strange private sales lists or some or stuff like that. The only thing we have is that if you stake those tokens before a certain date, it will be like it's the 18th right now while we're speaking. So I guess it's going to be around 25th of August or maybe someday. We haven't decided yet, but like it's going to be on the date. We are gonna close the guaranteed mint list. Like, so you have to stake before that date. Then like you can stake, and it's gonna be a first come first served mechanism, so that we want to sell out, of course, the whole collection.
Which is how many NFTs will there be in the collection?
There are two projects divided on like the whole contribution gets divided by NFT and NFTs, so that you have to.
I did read that about the Genesis contributors. I think you called them the Genesis contributors, that they were eligible for the NFT. Can you still be a Genesis contributor?
So Genesis contributors is something different, totally different from those NFTs. They have contributed last year on a pool that was a test pool we did. So what they did was they contributed. So right now we're kind of rewarding them with an NFT that is just for them, basically, and it's not mintable by any other contributors. But like we have like 2,500 NFTs on a project, and I guess 5,000 NFTs, as I told you. As I told you before. So yeah, that was the right amount. And each NFT, you don't have a fixed price, but it depends on the project size. So that like the project gets divided, like the funding gets divided by like 2,500 NFTs each, and it's not a fixed number as well. Like next projects, maybe we will have projects with 5,000, maybe 10,000 NFTs. It depends. It really depends on the size of the project. Right now, what we did was we choose two projects that were were not yielding many rewards in a sense, but they were like with a small size, because we want the people to understand the mechanisms behind and everything they have to do, and we didn't want to make them stake too much, in a sense. Understanding what is going on and how how it's gonna pay back the rewards and stuff like that, because we feel is important to educate people on that as well. It's not just something that you just buy and keep it there, and it shouldn't be like that. So that's why we choose this kind of size of deal size. And there are these two projects are the ones that people can actually join and can actually have NFTs, and those NFTs are going to have some special features. For example, like we decided to do something that is graphic. There's graphic as well. It's not going to be like this for the next NFTs that are going to be like related to projects, and they're going to be standard NFTs. We have rarities now, and those NFTs basically are going to be you're going to be able to use them basically to be sure that you're going to access the next minting phases, even when like maybe we have a project that is yielding a lot of rewards, and so that's basically it will be very attractive in a sense. And if you are going to be one of those two NFTs holders plus Genesis NFTs, you're going to have priority on minting. We're going to reserve a spot for you. That because like you're like an early adopter of our technology, you're being like one of the first believers, and that's how we want to do this stuff. And we're gonna like basically we know we're gonna make it more valuable in a sense. So like even if it's not yielding that much rewards because you're just getting 10%, but you're gonna have something that it has another kind of value on your hands, and hopefully it's going to grow up.
So thank you. Thanks for sort of summarizing the utilities there, because I know that people like myself, who might like to dabble in an NFT here and there, they love to know the kind of, what am I going to get for it? What can I do with this NFT? So yeah, that's awesome. And in terms of NFTs, how can you how can you buy one exactly? Do you need to stake a minimum amount
You
and
need to stake a minimum
of
amount of
was X, yeah?
exactly,
Yeah.
and this will guarantee like it's proportional. So like maybe there is one project and it's actually like this. You
Yeah.
have to stake 400 was X for each NFT you want to mint.
Yeah.
The US we are using USDC, not
USDC,
USDT.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, basically you reserve your spot by staking tokens, our own token like was X's, and then you use USDC to actually mint those tokens.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Awesome. Well, there's just one more thing that really jumped out there. The projects you're working with, right? You're working with a couple of projects. So
Exactly.
if you were to stake and get yourself an NFT, which projects who are these projects, and do you get a choice of who you want to
You can
invest
choose.
in? Or
Yeah, sure. You can choose the project. Each project has a description on the platform. So you understand what we're doing, because there is some technical terminology that you should be aware of, so that you know
yes,
what's happening behind, and then you can just choose your favorite one in a sense. Even by you should look at the description and stuff, because it's very important.
yeah, yeah,
And because like one important thing is that like the 10% you're getting as returns on the project is actually is the minimum return we expect. So a project can actually pay more, and that's why it's important to actually decide which project you wanna fund,
right,
because you can kind of try to understand which one will pay better
yeah,
in a sense. It can happen. It can happen, and it actually happen almost all the time that those
yeah,
projects are more profitable than than we have estimated, because it's very like the estimation is very conservative,
yeah,
because like it should be like this. And yeah, so like you can choose, and it's free we like it's a free choice, and then you just need to mint your NFTs, and it's done.
yeah,
And like I was speaking about the window for the guaranteed mint, when you can stake was access, and then your mint is guaranteed. So like if you're inside the window, it will never happen that you are gonna uh, participate in, and then you're not going to be able to mint NFTs, because as soon as we reach like the exact amount of reserved NFTs that we have available, we close that window. So we say, okay, it's finished. This is not the guaranteed mint window is over.
yeah.
So it's something that people should like keep in mind, because it's very important.
Absolutely, yeah. So pays to be, an early adopter, as it were.
Yeah,
These are just for anyone watching who's not sure about the projects. These are like energy efficient projects which
exactly.
are pushing for energy efficiency, and they are obviously hand selected by you guys.
Yeah.
What's the criteria for these kind of projects?
So like we want to be sure that companies that are on our platform are actually healthy companies, so that
Yeah,
because like what they do is like they're getting kind of a loan. So like all the stuff loan related should be done as we are sort of a we're not, but like as we are banks in a sense. So
yeah,
we run those checks, and then it's all about how much we think the project will make, if it's something that is actually makes sense to do or not. And we have
mm,
engineers that go over those kind of those stuff, and gave us back reports and stuff like that. So we try to choose projects that are like safe for our contributors, and that they can like actually have um, generate the right amount of rewards, in our opinion. And there are like in a sense, there should be so project that makes sense from an environmental point of view as well. And but
Yeah,
this is like something that which are so that's like the general criteria. This is the general criteria
yeah,
we put in place to choose projects. And
yeah,
then of course the deal size that right now is important because like our community is not huge. Efforce commits the money before. So basically, when you see a project on the platform, Efforce has already committed all the money that is that like that we try to collect from the community, and so
mm,
like we have to be very careful on that as well, in a sense,
yeah,
because it's using the company money, and so like it's an investment of efforts in the first place, and so
yeah.
that we have to choose carefully which projects we propose to the community. uh, there's a reason more, so
Absolutely, yeah. So these projects, so in terms of the benefits that you get from holding one of these NFTs, you would really, first of all, it sounds like a great investment decision, and then secondly, it's being part of something that is making the world a better place, right? So it's got that factor about it as well, hasn't it?
exactly.
It's got that
And you
kind of
actually,
emotional attachment. Yeah,
yeah, there should be, but like you get the bonus of having something that generates returns as well. So it's
absolutely.
more than that. Yeah, it's not just like buying an NFT and keeping there like on your collection because it's nice to have it. It
Yeah.
is also for that reason because it's something like it's a proof of contribution in something that has an actual value. But then
Mm.
you get something back. So this is something that is kind of interesting as well, and you can actually measure in a sense what you're gonna get back.
Absolutely. So from an investment perspective, it's most
Exactly.
certainly something which has been very, very carefully thought out and strategized and created and designed by you guys. So I mean, it sounds to me like a first of all a great project and certainly a really interesting investment opportunity as well. So yeah, amazing job for what you've done so far and from what's to come. What is next after the NFT release? What are you guys working on?
So the thing we're working on is other type of reward systems because there is the energy efficiency that comes before all the carbon credit stuff and all things like that, because energy efficiency stands before you actually don't generate carbon emissions if you get more efficient in consuming energy.
Yeah.
And but there is the carbon credit stuff, there is the carbon credits part as well, and we want to have a part on that because we can generate carbon credits as well. So there's going to be something related to that. And we have other ideas and other stuff that is always related to environment and stuff like that, and investments,
Mm.
of course, because this is the our, our main goal is to actually make those kind of investments accessible for everyone.
Yeah.
So what we are going to do is try to open as many markets as we can on that side, and we're planning on that. Basically, there is a lot a lot of stuff to build right now. We're
Mm.
very busy, and we hope to like have a lot of new stuff out like in 2023. We're also trying to build a lot of documentation that is going to help people to understand more about energy efficiency, all the topics related to that, and to help people understand how the platform works, what to expect from the platform, and everything. We want to,
Absolutely.
but we want to that everything makes sense to new users, especially,
Yeah.
but to like but to everyone. So we're doing a lot of stuff on that as well, and I think we're gonna see the results of the work we are doing by the end of the year, in the sense of the communication and all the communication related stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I hope that we can, play our little role in making things simple and make sense to people. And we'll do our very best on that front. So just as a wrap up, then a quick wrap up. If people want the NFT, if they like what they hear from the conversation and they're interested, where to go and first of all stake the money.
Yeah. So they should get Wozex,
There's
and
some
then they
WASX, yep.
yeah, and then they should go over our application on efforce.io and
Yeah,
go inside the application. There is like this interface with projects, and you can choose a project, stake the money inside the contract, and
yeah,
as soon as you stake the money, if you do it like as soon as you can, is better, because like we're closing the window of guaranteed mint. And then like basically what will happen is that you will be able to mint our NFTs, and by minting the NFTs, you're going to contribute to the energy efficiency projects. And after you mint the NFT, it's going to take a little bit of time to actually implement the project. It's going to be like 6 months, 6 to 12 months.
mm-hmm.
And as soon as the project gets implemented, there's going to be we're going to open a staking contract, which will give you rewards so that you start earning MWOS. It is this reward token backed by USDC, and you can choose what to do with that, so that you can instantly swap on USDC, you get a profit right away, or you can decide to keep it, and we're gonna have options on our platform to do stuff with it.
Yeah, wonderful. And staking amount, what's the minimum staking amount for this one?
You mean like in Wozex?
Yeah,
Wozexis,
or
so
US.
it's yeah, it's 400. One project has 400 minimum staking amount to actually being able to mint one NFT, and there is the other one that is a little bit cheaper, that has 380 Wozex token to be staked for each NFT.
What's X tokens? That's in
Yeah.
US dollars. How does that convert?
So right now it's not much. It's like I guess like $20 maybe, something like that. Let me check.
$20.
$20 to $40. Yeah, it depends. Like actually, it's 10% of the amount we require to pay to actually mint the NFT. So
Yeah.
the calculation is very easy, because it's 10%. On the day we actually publish the contract, then it gets stuck, so it never changes basically.
Yeah.
For the project.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So pretty low barrier to entry, pretty cheap to get involved, and pretty straightforward. Get some WASX, get the staking done, and yeah, choose your project. Wait a little bit until the project's implemented, and then reap the rewards. Awesome, Paolo.
Yeah, exactly.
I really appreciate you talking to us, Paolo. Thanks so much for taking the time to explain it to us. It's definitely one, when you read it on the screen, it's a little bit of a confusing one to begin with, and then when we hear you talk about it, it just makes a lot more sense. So it's wonderful to get you on.
Yeah. That's why we want to improve the communication part as well, because like we know that like it's a work that needs to be done. We didn't pay much attention to it because we were busy building the stuff behind. It's not as easy as it seems, because there are a lot of stuff related to regulations, and both on the energy side and on the token side, because we have a lot of things to take care to make everything like smooth and so that it's not an issue of securities and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's a little bit complicated on that side, and so we've been concentrated on that. But like now that everything makes sense and it's done, we can concentrate on that part. It's very important as well, and that's why we're starting to talk with people around like you.
Absolutely. It's almost reassuring though that you kind of you're saying that, and you took the time to actually focus on what's important, which is building the infrastructure and making sure everything is is as it should be behind the scenes. So it's kind of reassuring to hear that. I'm sure it is for anyone who's looking to invest as well. And yeah, look forward to seeing loads more of you guys. Very interested in the project myself, and best of luck for what's to come. Really good luck with everything, and yeah, Keep doing great things for the
Thank you.
world.
Thank you. Thank you very much.